Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt. I am the AmeriCanadian gamer, and welcome to your daily live commentaries. Today, playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 using a gamepad on PC. And before we get into the details of why, here's the kit that I'm going to be using today. This is a Technomancer kit that I like to use. I think I mentioned this before in a previous video, but it essentially relies on using engineer and technology to really kind of use the tech and enemy tech to my advantage. So I have hardline so that I'll get more points toward my kill streaks, my score streaks, for doing various things like using EMP grenades to destroy various equipment, as well as using the Black Hat PDA to take advantage of like bouncing Bettys, shock charges, and other items. I also have Scavenger to resupply both of those, and I have Technician so that I can have both an EMP and a Black Hat. Then I also have a FHJ-18 to shoot down aircraft and gain even more points. And then I have the SWAT 556 because it has the highest penetration of the assault rifles, which will make it very easy to shoot through walls to destroy equipment when I don't have an EMP grenade or a Black Hat available. And when combined with the millimeter scanner, it lets me see campers through walls and do much more damage to them through the wall because of the SWAT 556. And I also have a laser sight, so I can be more accurate from the hip because I'm using a gamepad, and I need a little bit of help when shooting from the hip. So the laser sight will help me just a little bit in that regard. So we're just going to hop on. We're going to do some basic team deathmatch. And essentially the reason that I'm using a gamepad, looks like we're actually going to be joining a match in progress. Yeah, Nuketown, of all things. The reason that I'm using a gamepad is because I've decided that I'm going to get the next COD on Xbox One, so for YouTube purposes, so that I'll have an advantage on the DLC, get the DLC early. Unless they announce the DLC coming early for PC as well, I'm going to be getting it for the Xbox One. I'm going to get an Xbox One anyways for Halo, so I might as well have the Xbox One early. So I'm trying to get used to the gamepad, which has been very difficult for me. Fortunately, all the time playing Halo for the channel has really helped me out quite a bit in that regard. I am doing a little bit better, but I'm not as reactive as I used to be with a mouse and keyboard, obviously. And also, right now, I don't have any form of aim assist, so I have to do all the aiming myself. I don't have any assistance in that manner, and I'm fighting people with mouse and keyboard who don't need such things because mouse is a very, very precise tool for aiming. So I am at a disadvantage in those regards. And also, I'm still learning the controls, but I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying that it's a learning experience. It's something I really haven't done a lot of. I've done it before on this channel, played a little bit of Black Ops with a gamepad, but then it was gimmicky. It was like, hey, look, I'm playing Black Ops with a gamepad. Look what I'm doing. Haha, isn't it so funny? And it was like, okay, whatever. And now it's actually like, well, I need to because I need to get good with it, or at least competent to the point where I can do it on an Xbox without any trouble. And you can see that my hardest thing right now is just aiming. That's what I have the most trouble with, is aiming right now. But the one thing I have learned is actually has affected my playstyles just a bit, is that I'm actually a little slower. Not because I'm slower, but I actually play a little slower because of it. And we already got a defeat. That's okay. We'll consider that a warm-up match because I actually haven't done a warm-up match yet. So that's what we'll chalk that one up to. And we'll do the next match. But, yeah, it's kind of forced me to play a little bit slower because I'm not as reactive. I can't do an instantaneous 180 turn like I can with a mouse. With a mouse, if somebody walks up behind me, I can immediately turn around and shoot them. I can't do that with a gamepad. And that's actually been the hardest thing for me to get used to in Halo, is because in Halo, I wish I had more control over the sensitivity, because I just lowered it to 3 in Halo to be a bit more accurate, because when I have the sensitivity on 4, I can turn fast enough that I'm comfortable with it, but I move the cursor, the crosshair too fast to be accurate, because the sensitivity is too high for me. But if I put it on 3, I have better accuracy, but I can't turn fast enough to be comfortable with that. If I could put it halfway between, I'd be happy. I just wish I had that little extra element of control over that. That's all that I really wish I had. And here, let's do Standoff. Let's see if we can get Standoff voted over Nuketown again, because I really don't want to do more Nuketown with this kit. And it looks like everybody's voting Nuketown because, hey, look, it's Nuketown. Let's all vote for Nuketown just because it's Nuketown and we don't like to play anything else but these kill box maps. But that's what's happening. That's what's going on. I'm going to be getting an Xbox One probably at launch. I really doubt there's pre-orders. There's probably pre-orders available. And I'll get COD for it. And it'll also make recording easier because I don't actually have to use a capture card. In the same way that most people do. The card itself doesn't do the recording. My PC does the recording with fraps with my capture card. So I don't actually have to worry about any form of rendering or bitrate issues. I just turn on fraps and I just set it to a frame rate equal to whatever the game is being played. So I can set it to the 60 for the next one, and I will get the solid 60 because the Xbox does all the rendering, not my machine. So that'll really be nice, because we don't know how the next generation is going to affect PC graphic cards. And if I was just playing the games, then it would be one thing. But the fact that I'm going to be recording them, I'm actually worried about the optimization of titles after coming from new architectures, especially on a new engine for most of the next games. I'm just kind of worried about how optimized they're going to be on the PC cards. And man, I just can't get used to the way I need to move with this. This is going to be very difficult for me. I can tell already. I'm going to have to no-life this, is what's going to happen. I'm going to have to no-life Call of Duty with a gamepad to get used to this. But it doesn't help that I'm actually using like a precision weapon. But at the same time, that's actually probably a good thing. If some of you remember back to my carbine training video when I talked about using a weapon or a playstyle that forced you to play a certain way, and wow, that lunge. Let's see this. Hold on. Yeah, that was fair. That was completely fair. In every way, shape, and form. 10 out of 10. Best game ever, all games. But, what was I saying? This guy's gonna get me again because I can't hit anything. Oh, I have a gun. And I don't have grenades. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Some of you are probably either face palming or laughing at me right now. But like I was saying, like going back to my carbine training video, using playstyles or weapons that force you to work on your weaknesses makes you a better player in the long run. So probably using a precision weapon like this, not a sniper. Sniper's a whole different playstyle than like a precision rifle. But using a weapon like this would probably force me to be get better with my accuracy more so than an automatic weapon would. It would probably help me a lot more in the end. And I'm just kind of standing here and getting shot because I don't know what else to do. I feel handicapped, actually, without the mouse and keyboard. I actually feel relatively handicapped. I don't feel like I can move and dodge and evade. I don't feel like I have any control over what I'm doing. I feel like I just kind of move until I see something to shoot, and then I have to stand there and just kind of shoot, and that's it. That's all I can do. I don't really know what else I can do right now other than that. But this is also Nuketown, and you know how Nuketown is. Oh, look, you spawned. Oh, look, you died. It's Nuketown. Ha, ha, ha. And this probably isn't the best map for it because it's Nuketown. It's just whoever can spawn camp the other team the best is all that matters. Because it's Nuketown. I should have probably done a different map. I probably should have done a different map. That's probably what should have happened. Because I'm getting stomped right now, at least. And we're only behind by a few kills, and it's probably most likely my fault that those few kills are behind. Oh, the shotguns. Oh, the shotguns. Not even a chance to fight back. Although if I had my mouse, I could just go click, click. Look, I got you.
We're losing this fight.
There's a kill. There's another one. Okay. Alright. Oh, the C4 tosses.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I have EMP grenades. That's right. Everyone's going this way. And we already lost. Already lost it. You know what? I'm not uploading any more videos today, so we're going to do one more. We are going to do one more. This guy says he has horrible aim. I am inclined to agree just a little bit. Oh, he got the second shot dead center. He just missed the first shot while jumping out of a window. That's not so bad. I had terrible aim that round, if I must say so myself. I had terrible aim. But transitioning in a game like this from a mouse and keyboard to a gamepad is much different than just picking up a game like Halo that you've only ever played with a gamepad. that is a completely different situation. I guess I'm just not used to it. Let's go for random map, random mode. It'll be team deathmatch, but it'll be a random map if people vote for random. But people are probably going to vote for slums because it's slums. But yeah, I'm going to go get the next COD on Xbox. So I really do need to kind of get used to this. I'm not doing very good right now. I'm really not. But I only recently started doing this. This is probably the second day that I've started doing this because I just came to this decision. Really today, I finalized the decision. I was entertaining it for the past couple of days. And I think it's really going to be good for the channel. I'm going to go and do what's best for the channel in those instances. So getting it on Xbox One will be the best thing because I'll be able to cover the things as soon as they come out. What's the point of talking about a new DLC when it's already been out on Xbox for a month when it comes out a month later on PC? I still think it's a whole, completely junk reason why they get it on Xbox early. I think it's completely stupid that happens, but that's how it is. I'm probably even going to get COD Elite and even Battlefield Premium just because the fact that I'm going to buy the DLC for the channel in the first place, the fact that it'll save me all that money from the purchases is enough for me to justify actually purchasing those services. So, I almost wish... I actually did that with Halo when I first bought Halo 4 because I pre-ordered. I actually bought a little thing that gave me most of the DLC right up front for... I got it all for free for... I think I paid $35 for this little code that gave me all the DLC. Okay, here, I'm doing a little bit better now. Now that I'm not on Nuketown, it's getting a bit better. Although I'm still missing some pretty obvious shots. Still not so bad. I probably, in hindsight, shouldn't have started, even with the little whole thing I talked about, the carbine training. I probably shouldn't have started with a precision weapon like this. But at the same time, I like the burst fire weapon. That should have probably killed him. Either way. But yeah, like I said, for Halo, I got... Ooh. Where were you? Okay, I just couldn't see him through the fire. I got all the DLC, all the maps, map packs for... Well, not for free, but for really cheap. And if you're going to get the DLC for a game no matter what... I mean, I kind of think that it's... The Season Pass thing is kind of looked down upon right now because it's like pre-order DLC. But I don't know, if you're that hardcore into a game, or at least you have reasons to purchase those, then why not get them if they're going to save you money? I mean, forget all the statistics stuff that comes with Elite. Man, I can't hit anything with the gamepad. Oh my goodness, the joysticks are just so foreign to me, even with all that time on Halo. Because at least Halo's kind of hard-coded into me from all the time I used to play with it. I have a really hard time, but I'm also fighting against mouse and keyboards. If I don't get the kill really quick, the guys can just turn around and get me really, really quickly. Really simply. Because I don't have aim assist of any kind right now. There we go. Hostile hunter killer, that's coming! For me, I heard the beeps, I saw it on the mini-map start turning my direction. I didn't have time to get away. Fortunately, he wasn't that good of a shot. He should have had me. I was right in his line of sight. He's going to be right over here. Yep. But I tell you, there's always something. I'm going to throw an EMP grenade that way, just for fun. Just hopefully they have an infrared scope, and now it screws with them. There we go. I'm getting a little better. I have faith that I could do this. Ow. Eventually. Eventually. I'm kind of making a fool of myself, but that's how it goes sometimes. I mentioned this in a video that only like 20 of you watched for the daily life commentaries. It was a Quake video that I did absolutely horrible in. Some of you might have watched it. I don't care if I do good in a daily life commentary. I honestly don't care if I do as bad as I'm doing now. That doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. I mean, the whole point of a daily life commentary is to just show different games and kind of reinforce the fact that this is a variety FPS channel. It's not a COD channel. It's not a Halo channel. It's not a Battlefield channel. It's an FPS channel, a multiplayer shooter channel, because we might do some Gears eventually if they release another one. But that's the whole point of those. But another benefit of it is I get to show you exactly who I am as a player. I'm not showing you fake footage. I'm not playing for 6 hours straight and picking out the one game where I got like a 25 kill streak. And it's like, look, I'm the best ever, and I just happened to be a shark in a minnow pond this one time and did amazing because all these people are just bad compared to me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that fake guy that does that. I want to... What are you doing there? What are you doing? Oh, jeez. But I don't want to be that fake guy. I don't want to be like, hey, look at me, I'm so good at this game, da-da-da-da-da. Because I feel that just, I don't know, I feel like that's setting myself up for failure. Because what happens if I live stream or I do something else and it's like, look, you got caught in this lie. You set up this image that you're this amazing player and look here, you're getting stomped right now. You know, I don't want to be that. I don't want that to happen. I just want to be like, hey, look, I play games, I have fun, let's do this. The only thing I care about in the daily life commentaries is if the commentary itself is okay. I care more about the commentary because I believe that's what a lot of people come to these things for, is for the commentary itself a lot of times. As long as the commentary is interesting or entertaining in some way, more so interesting because I don't know how entertaining of a person I am just yet. I'd like to think that I'm... Where'd you go? I like to think I'm getting better at that, but as long as the commentary is enjoyable in some way... Oh, I have a care package now. Then that's really all that matters to me. That's all that matters to me, is that the commentary works. Probably not a good idea to throw that there. No, they're all right there. And I have a gamepad that I'm not used to. I hope nobody's really taken this as me saying gamepads are bad, because they're not. I'm not trying to say that. Please don't take it that way at all. All I'm saying is I'm not used to these things at all. I mean, like I said, with Halo, it's kind of hard-coded into me, but with this, it's not. With this, I've played COD with nothing but mouse and keyboard since the very first one came out on PC years ago. That's all I've ever done, is played COD with a... Oh, that's a teammate. With a mouse and keyboard. So, going from the mouse and keyboard feel to this kind of feel is very strange for me. It's very strange for me. It's not something I'm used to, but 15 and 10. I actually went positive? What? Well, I guess everything changed when we got out of Nuketown, huh? I'm going to have to put a little annotation like this gets better outside of Nuketown, and oh, look at the cute little camo there. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. That's awesome. That little... I don't know what to call it. I don't know what kind of camo to call that. I don't know what it is. But that's essentially the plans for COD for this channel. I might make another video so everyone else who doesn't watch this can kind of see it, but that is how everything's going to go. So you're probably going to see more of this gamepad style stuff. If you want to see me do a specific kind of play with Call of Duty in this, if you want to see me use a certain kit, a certain weapon, a certain game type, let me know. I'll do it. I'll give it a shot. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and bearing with me through all of this. My name is Matt, and I will see you next time.